You're listening to the Flow Friday Sports Show here on your Colour of Country Life, Flow FM. Well, it's time to go to Sally Hunter now. She's the head coach of the Osborne A Grade netball team who were successful in winning the Premiership in a dominant season. They finished second in their regular home and away season, but they beat Gindera, who were seen as everyone's favourites going into the netball grand final in the Hume Netball League. Sally, it must have been a really great experience when that final whistle went to know that you were the champions after finishing second behind Gindera, everyone's favourites to obviously take out the crown.
It was unreal. I suppose it's what everyone wants to achieve and dreams about achieving throughout the season, but obviously only one team in each grade can do that. But it was a really tight contest. I think even at the half time there was only a couple in it, and then some really intense heavy rain set in. The umpires even said there was a bit of lightning that we needed to be wary of, and if it came much closer they might need to pause the game. But luckily we persisted through the rain, and I think that was a real turning point of the game. I think I sort of knew that if there was rain, we would be fine. You know, no one in our team balks at the rain, and I think we can still play our game and our brand of netball in the rain, and I think that's sort of what happened in the game. We just took it away in the third quarter and then kept building on that for the second half of the game.
Fantastic. And just tell us a little bit about what it was like going into the game. Obviously, a strong finish after the regular rounds. So where was everyone's sort of mindset at going into the penultimate game?
Look, I think outsiders would have picked Gindera. So I think a lot of spectators thought we were the underdogs. I think my team, we know how tough Gindera are. We knew we were going to have to put 110% out there to come away with the win. But I think we were all just so determined. You know, we put in so much effort, and after last season got cancelled, you know, this was it for 2 years. And we just knew it came down to the crunch, and we all really wanted it. And each and every one of the players went out there and played their role and showed that determination on court, which was brilliant.
No doubt. Just tell us about some of the highlights from across the season, some personal accolades from some of your players, and just profile your team a bit for us as well.
Yeah, so we've got a really nice mix of experience and youth. So at the younger end of the scale, we've got Lucy Bennett, who came freshly into seniors last year, and we've sort of developed her into a shooting role over the last 2 years. And she was well matched with Karen Hugo, who's one of our older players, who just is such a strong, solid, goal shooter. And then we also had Lou Madden, who actually is a B grader. Also play a little bit throughout the season with injuries and COVID and whatever, and then ended up actually having to play the grand final with us after winning her own B grade grand final due to Lucy Bennett being injured. Then through the mid-court, we're pretty young, we're pretty quick, and that's a mixture of O'Connells in Abby, Georgia, O'Connell, who are twins, and Gabby, their cousin. And we have speed and precision with those three. And then down defensive end, there's myself and well matched with Sarah Snyder, who's our oldest player, and she's actually retiring after this season, so it was great to go out on the bang with her. And Brianna O'Connell down there, who is younger and has really hit her straps this season and proven that she's a brilliant defender and deserves a spot in our team.
There we go. Well, how good is this? The under-11s and then the B grade, the C grade and the C reserves all finishing top of the ladder after the regular rounds. That is just incredible, Sally. The success is just all-encompassing at Osborne. So that must make everyone at the club very proud. Oh,
absolutely. And look, it's historical and fairly unprecedented, to be honest. Everyone knows us for our football and doesn't as much know us for our netball. So it was just awesome to have so many teams finish top of the ladder, make finals, and then to walk away with 4 out of 5 possible premierships was just brilliant, and has just created so much excitement around the club and really proven that we're a brilliant netball club as well as a brilliant football club.
So player coach, just talk to us about your background in the sport.
Yeah, well, I suppose I just played netball since I was little. Played at Osborne all my life except for a few years where I moved away to uni in Melbourne where I played in the Victoria Netball League and then also just in a footy netball league down in the Mornington Peninsula. My first took on a senior, especially juniors at Osborne growing up, and then first took on the senior role actually in 2016 when I was having my gap year. Took on A grade then went away to uni, and then due to COVID came back 2020, and in 2021 put my hand up to take on the A grade coaching role again. It's time consuming and it's hard, but it's worth it. And I've been very lucky to have such a great cohort of players, not only within A grade but within the club as well. Because when you're A grade coach, you sort of take everyone under your wing a little bit as well. And I've had a lot of player support, which has made my job very joyful and rewarding.
Very well done to you, Sally, and all the players there at the Osborne Netball Club. Sally Hunter from the Osborne Netball Club in Hume, talking to us about the grand final victory and how good it all was, and they'll certainly be up there again next season, you'd think. Well, that's the first hour of our show done and dusted for today. We'll be back real shortly for a massive second hour, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM.